Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I am in Elkhart, Indiana, baby, the RV capital of the world, over at Funtown RV's PDI facility. And this is one of the units that I plucked to record for you. It's one of my favorite floor plans in the industry. It's the 2026 Impression 44 Stay. I think they did a really good job on switching up a couple things. The interior decor is going to be a little bit different. They added some dimmer switches, you know, kind of minor stuff, but I think it looks really nice, and I believe you guys are going to like it too, hopefully. Hopefully, at least, I guess. Now, just to clarify, this is what I would consider a destination fifth wheel. So what I mean by that is it is still a fifth wheel. You can pull it around whenever you want. However, the front end is going to be a little bit boxier. They're a little bit bigger. Just in general, there's more square footage in there. So while you can pull it around every day, a lot of people are going to be pulling this to a site, kind of plopping and dropping. But you do have a little bit more flexibility in terms of your truck. Now, this thing only weighs, I think, like 14,000, 15,000 pounds. But I'll go ahead and put the specifications like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes down in the description for you, along with a link for Funtown RV. And I got a couple other videos coming out here soon as well. But if you don't mind, the Impression team is one of those brands that really care about feedback. So drop your comments, drop your thoughts, you know, good, bad, or in between. We want to hear it all. And in general, just kind of make a better product for the 27s when those come out. So a couple things right off the bat. They do a good job with a lot of their warranties. So they use the Lion's Head tires, which has the 125 lifetime. Then they also have the extended seasons package as well, which is going to be a little bit of upgraded, you know, like heat to you, bigger 12-volt tanks, bigger furnace, you know, things of that nature. But when you walk in, the reason why I like it is this is versatile to so many people. One, the kitchen doesn't have a dinette, but it has this really long island where you can see you got two chairs right here. I believe there should be two more floating around, probably in that front closet or in the under storage there too as well. But you're also going to get things like a half bath too, which is really nice. You're also going to have a loft for the kids or some seasonal storage. And then one of the best main bathrooms in the industry, in my opinion. You're also going to get things like the solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But I mean, even the round bellies of the world will enjoy walking through this back to kind of like a movie theater style living room is what I would consider. It is very cool. And check this out, baby. In the kitchen, you are going to have a dishwasher, which is really nice. You don't have to rely on the sink, although they do use the TikTok sink, which is going to be the cup cleaner, soap dispenser, and then the waterfall, along with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. I forget if I did it already, but solid surface countertop. So, babe, if you're watching, I love you. And if I already did it, people hire me because I'm friendly, but I love you twice all the same. So right here is going to be a pantry, which I think is a really nice feature to have in an RV. Now, since I'm running on the power, I'm not going to open up the refrigerator so I don't drain that battery a little bit quicker as that kicks on. But the left side is going to be a freezer. The right side will be a refrigerator. I believe it is a 16 or 18 cubic foot refrigerator too. So a lot of good usable space there for you. And if you're someone that likes to drink, you got the ability to bring a couple drinks, maybe some apple juice or some olive oils, you know, something like that. The oven, more residential appliances, which is nice. You got the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with enough room for a turkey. And then, of course, you know, plenty of room here in the kitchen for all your stuff, both left and right around, with a couple outlets. And then, dang, the people at Impression must really like their wine, because you got another wine rack right there and a microwave with potato mode. But I mean, what do you guys think about this living room? If you're not familiar with this floor plan, I think this living room is fantastic. And again, I like the fact that you don't have the dinette, but you have a lot of rainy day space. And I think cosmetically, they do a really cool job of having like the woodwork everywhere, and then they got the fan up top. But I think the living room is really what makes it shine for me, aside from that bathroom. So the only thing that I think is missing is this should be a pull-out couch, in my opinion. But, you know, that doesn't really matter, I guess, what I think. It's more about what you guys think. But you do get a ton of storage and then some extra places to sleep. Actually, let's see what's under this guy right here. Oh, nice. Okay, so the recliners. All right, so this pulls out for a recliner. So it's going to be the manual. You saw the control for that right there. And it's also directly across from your TV. Now, one of the 26 changes that they did do is they sunk this back. So say goodbye to the hidden storage back there behind, which was pretty shallow. And they opted to give you more space here in the living room to get up into the loft a little bit more freely which is a plus. You got the fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty, and then not one but two portable Bluetooth speakers as well, along with your Sansui TV, baby. USBs and USB-Cs right there up underneath. But again, the window coverage is nice, and you also, for head height purposes, you probably get around 6'6", I would say. These stairs, you get a little bit of a countertop right behind, but the stairs will fold up against the wall, so if it is going to be seasonal storage, or if you don't want to see them while the grandkids aren't using them, you can go ahead and close it. You could also probably, lock them up here too as well, if you want to do like a little cheaper version of a babysitter, or maybe you got the least favorite kid, you can kind of trap them up here for a little bit. You have some little blinds right there that open up, and then of course, you got plenty of storage, and I like the fact that you get a dedicated AC up here as well. It is going to be ducted as well, but it's going to be nice to have that extra AC power, at night. Maybe you plug in a TV or something with those outlets. You're also going to see Dracula shades, all throughout. That one's also going to be an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. But I mean, ow, shoot. So this is one of those upgrades I was telling you about. Cosmetically, it looks a little different if you're familiar with it. But I like this because now you can dim it down. You're snuggling up with honey buns. You got a good movie at the end of a long day. I just think that's cool to have that dimmer if you're not someone that's ready to shut off all the lights and kind of black out the RV. Just a pretty cool little use. But I mean, what do you guys think about the look? Now let's go ahead and show you that half bath. Look at that little light bar. Like, that is neat. Another AC up here as well. And then the control for the fan too, by the way, is right there. But the half bath is kind of like the get me done style size. You got the porcelain foot flush throne. You got a couple places, maybe for like some hand towels or whatever fancy people do, maybe some like plants or something. And then right here, you got one of those mirrors that you can turn on. Perfect place to light up the old bowling gun, baby. But I mean, come on now, pretty fancy. Anytime you got one of those little touch power lights, that's pretty darn fancy. GFCI outlets, stainless steel bowl, and then here up underneath, you have individual shelves too, which is going to be, pretty darn handy. But like I said, impression does watch, so make sure to drop some comments for me if you guys are still here. The windows also open up too. I think that might be different, or at least in some of the other destination fifth wheels, those high up windows don't open if I recall correctly. So I like to see that. Be a great place for a little breeze. And then decor wise, my wife would have a field day with all of her crystals and stuff hanging off that. She probably have some like ivy like hanging down too. Controls for the heat and AC are going to be right here. 3 of the floating steps to bring you up into the hallway with your control for your slides and your awnings, along with this, the tankless on-demand hot water heater, the Suburban. Again, Dracula shades to keep the nosy eyes out, stop the old skin from sizzling. And then the windows do open up even up here too, which is really nice. Typically, windows that are going to be up in the center hallway are going to be basically non-opening, just for basically a good little breeze. But this is, let me turn on this backlit mirror here. This is one of the best bathrooms in an RV, in my opinion. One, again, plenty of flex space in the mirror, which is really valuable. Otherwise, you could get ready or whatever, but I think you could stand there and flex pretty much all day long if you'd like to. But the washer and dryer system, I think it is so cool. I like the fact that you have storage underneath for maybe some like detergents and whatnot. I even like kind of the basin style porcelain sink there too. I know a lot of people are not huge fans of that, but I think it just really works. You got tons of countertop space, plenty of outlets, and then chillo, you got a bunch of storage. So a little automatic light there kick on. It's pretty cool. And then of course, obviously you got another porcelain throne, but I love having the washer and dryer right there. Tell me what you guys think. Shower is going to be big enough for a roundy to get in. You got the Tri-Glide glass series there for the window, but you also have plenty of space in here. And I mean, heck, it's probably 6'6" to right here and probably 6'9" to right there too as well. And you got room for 2 if you want to get a little funky down at the campground. You also got a place where you can, maybe manicure your Birkenstock toes or shave your legs. I think you'd be in good. Business there. You got the old steamer stink sucker 2000 right there. Put a towel in me. And then you got up here into the bedroom. You got everything that you need. You got the VersaTilt bed, which is pretty nice. If you're not familiar with this bed system, basically the top raises up. It's on a 17-inch lift, and then that really just opens up. It's a way to get more space into a smaller space, if that makes sense. So now you have kind of the get dressed room. Outlets as well will be right over here too. So if you have to plug in anything with the overhead shelves, and then both windows open up. Flip it around, you got a little TV backer, a place to plug in, you know, all your pluggables. And then bada bing, bada boom, baby. The plastic does come free at no cost. You have control for your slide and your VersaTilt right over there, along with a bench, which is pretty cool. Probably put some shoes there or something. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. And then you come into the closet. Yep, you got those chairs right there. Big old hanging rack right here. So you got all of her storage, and then maybe like a little bit of mine, and then the rest of her storage right there. And of course, you got some more, you know, lights that you can turn on there too as well. It's pretty darn cool. I know I went through this thing a little bit fast, but now I'll go around the outside, show you what she's about. Oh, I also forgot to point out another AC here too as well. But you also have prep for RV Link, which is going to be, you know, LTE, Wi-Fi, whatever you want to do there. You can plug that thing in, get like AT&T or Verizon, and now you got kind of internet, you know, on the road. But again, it's the 2000. Let's see if I can get a thumbnail real quick before I do that. But it's the 2026 Impression, the 44 stay. You got the big sliding glass door too with the little curtains right there. I think that's pretty snazzy. I'll tell you what, it's a hot day outside. It's like 90 degrees out, 95 degrees out, and this warehouse is not AC'd. But now this is a pretty cool building. Maybe drop a comment if you would like me to do a video on Funtown's PDI process, because it is a little bit different. So they have this facility down here where they'll like, so for instance, this one I'm recording, this either is getting prepped or it already got prepped or will be prepped. And then it ships to one of their, you know, 36 locations I think they have now across the country. But the nice thing about it is when it hits the lot, it's already been looked over. So when you purchase it, you know, they only have to do like a quick look over at that point just to make sure that nothing happened, you know, on the drive, or any customers came in, had a like kid or something that busted out a cabinet or whatever. But it's pretty nice to have that kind of that double check system going for you. But all the specs, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV. So back up into the front, destination fifth wheel, a little bit boxier here. You got an overhang with some lights, so it makes it a little bit less aerodynamic, but like I said, you can still pull it around. You have your basic storage right here, and since it has, since it's not moving quite as much, they went ahead and put electric stabilizers. The control for that are gonna be right over here. And then you have a little bit of inside-outside access for that front storage. 200 watts of solar panels too as well. This year's a little different. They put the linoleum on the ground. You have your aluminum frame construction, and then your solar power. So that's the solar charge controller. And again, 200 watts of solar as opposed to the 110 from last year. This, you can put one of your outside little pillboxes right there for the radio. And then you got a cold can crusher. You can pop open your apple juices, no problemo. More storage. They're also using the magnetic latches. I actually prefer those. And then, oh, that's nice. They also use these latches. These are one of my preferred latches just because they stick out a little bit further. Outlets, cable hookup. And then you're back to the front. You have these that come off. They're completely removable. So if you're building a deck, like a lot of people will, you are able to do that there. And then tires, a 125 lifetime warranty. So 1 year, no excuses. 2 year roadside assistance. 5-year warranty on the radial ST tire, and lifetime warranty on the structure. Extended season package, forced heating and incloned underbelly, 12 volt heat pads. Those are 12 volt pads that stick onto your tanks, so it doesn't, you know, freeze up on you as easily, I guess, at least, unless you're freezing cold camping. Upgraded insulation, and then the industry's largest furnace with the enclosed tank valves too as well. They also use the accessibelly, so it's like 6-foot paneling. So you don't have to drop the whole bottom. You can just drop like a panel of it if you ever have to do like some maintenance or repairs. You can also put slide toppers on here too. So it'd be a piece of awning that goes from there to there and prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. Now, as far as the back is concerned, pretty darn basic. You do have prep for a rear observation camera if you're driving around this big old thing. I would definitely recommend possibly looking into one of those. That's going to be prep for the Furrion S-Vision in particular. And then you have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system to get on top of your roof, you know, check your seals, check your slides and all that. This is going to be a fully walkable roof too as well. Right here is going to be a little container for the old stinky slinky. So you don't have to worry about putting that thing with the rest of your stuff. You can just shove it right in there and forget about it. Again, slide toppers can go on each one of these. Triple axle, probably for the length, not so much the weight itself. Then you got your sewer outlet connection right there as well with your gray tank. It's sitting on that Y right there, which is nice. 60K BTU furnace as opposed to the 45 too, which is nice. It's a little bit bigger, longer heat. The Suburban's nice because it has the panel too for maintenance purposes. And then there's your plug-in and of course your docking station. So hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, city water connection, fresh water connection, and then all your different bypass valves for your winterization, cable hookups, things of that nature. And then of course you get your propane bottles right there. Dry weight, 14,000 pounds. Cargo carrying capacity of about 3,300. And then you're good to go. 17,370 overall GVWR, baby. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2026 Impression 44 Stay. Have a great day. See you.